And welcome back to episode 11 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. Of course, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings. And yes, I have Mccollum traveling on the play, King, my co-host.
Y'all know what it is. Hollywood over here with the beer and the wine glass tonight.
Oh, is that what that is? I didn't know what you was drinking out that there.
I thought it was real cheap champagne.
It's cider. It's cider. No, this ain't that expensive. Look.
Drinking that Andre, boy.
Of course, I got my nigga in the building, co-host Aaron. What's popping?
What's up, niggas? What's happening?
Shit, you already know. And you already know, first question of the day, before we even get down to it, I want to get straight to it since you are Atlanta resident. What happened over the weekend? What was the, because I seen a whole lot. Listen, World Star was going nutty over All-Star
What's the
weekend.
consensus?
I was gonna see that Gilly shit with the dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was at the hotel that I was working at.
For real?
Yeah, that's the hotel I was working at.
Gilly.
I know exactly where they was at. I know exactly what they was doing.
Right.
And they kind of close. The way they were standing, they kind of close to the area where somebody had got like, you know, they took all the keys out the what's the name? Yeah, they took all them shits out. You know what I'm saying? They was kind of close to that area. I thought they were doing it again. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't there. I just seen that on World Star. My old shit. You niggas in the motherfucking. I'm not gonna say the name of the hotel, but they in there. You know, that's not. I mean, I done seen way worse in there. Way worse.
Oh, I'm sure.
So that was like tame.
Did you see anything All-Star? Did you see anything All-Star weekend? Because listen, on World Star, they said that, listen, I'm going to just keep it a buck. And I'm not going to call nobody no hoe. I'm going to just say that these young opportunists, these young ops, right, was out here renting U-Hauls for the weekend.
Yeah.
And staying in the U-Haul and turning up out the back.
Yeah, strippers was doing that too. Having little stripper parties and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Look.
You said that like that's normal down there. Is that normal down there?
Hey, look.
I'm not knocking the hustle now.
Get you a 20-foot U-Haul, right? The big boy.
Right.
Right? Park that bitch somewhere. Put some music in that bitch. Get some liquor and some weed. It's a party.
Listen, these motherfuckers was riding around in the bitch.
Like that?
Like turned up in the back while motherfuckers was riding. And listen.
Oh, no. That's dangerous.
I mean, they was kicking it. It was live, but...
These are the niggas that you think would be... that they try to say are going to be afraid of COVID. These motherfuckers ain't afraid of COVID. They don't give a fuck about that shit.
Right, at that point.
You know what I'm saying? This is evident. They come down, man. People came down here. I ain't really seen nothing crazy, like, personally, because I stayed out the way. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I drove through downtown real quick just to check the temperature.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of people out there just walking around. It looked like a regular party weekend, like, before COVID. You know what I'm saying? It looked pretty. Now, there's still some, you know, restrictions, I would imagine, but they had all the clubs, you know, niggas doing, you know, shows and shit.
I saw that little Dirk. Wasn't Lil Durk down there or something with that whole
Yeah, this whole crew and all them shits. And I mean, hey, I said live. It was live, but I said it was gonna happen. I mean, you know, I don't. They was trying to act like there wasn't gonna be no parties. They sent out cease and desist letters and shit to the owners, and the owners was on the news talking about we ain't stopping shit. So.
I bet they want that money. That's money. That's money. Yeah, income for them.
It's been a dry year, and you got the All-Star game coming here. I'm opening up the doors.
What you
Girls
expect?
getting in for free all night. What's happening?
Listen, and they coming out the back of U-Hauls to that bitch. I'm telling you what.
Listen. I think Luka might have been in the back of one of them U-Hauls the way he was playing in the All-Star game. He was silent. I didn't hear no Doncic.
Listen, he was probably just there for the thrill of it, the atmosphere.
He had some jungle fever.
He had some call in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? No need to go get takeout. You can call in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He knows the right people.
I was trying to tell you. I was trying to tell you, Luka. I guarantee you, he knows his way around. He'll be all right down in Atlanta, unless
He's with lemon pepper Lou.
Nah, keep Lou away from Luka.
Right, he might have been. He might have been like, "Hey, Luka, I'm gonna show you a good time."
But yeah, no, I just wanted to figure it out. But we can get into this All-Star game.
I was wrong about everything.
You said what?
I was wrong about everything.
Oh, about
a little bit.
Yeah, I was too.
I was right about one thing for sure, but I was wrong about my MVP. I told y'all Steph Curry, and Keem, if you're watching, which he might not be, but if you are, like I said, I told you so. People talking about, well, he lost 2 years ago.
Well, I'm just being hard on myself, but let's keep it a buck. I said Devin Booker, who didn't get to shoot in that 3-point contest. That would have been a lot. I'm not gonna say different, but it would have been a lot,
it'd been closer.
More pressure. It'd have been more pressure.
Steph came out there like, nigga, I'm finna hurt these boys' feelings.
Right. I mean, think about it. Your second best was Mike Conley, and I'm not taking nothing away from Mike Conley. You know what I mean? I do like Mike Conley. He's an Ohio State boy, all that. But when your second is Mike Conley, it's kind of like, well, he knew he was winning that out the gate.
He took Devin Booker's spot. He wasn't supposed to be in there.
No, Steph was already in there, wasn't he? Yeah.
Mike Conley wasn't already.
Oh, right.
He took Devin Booker's spot.
Right.
And he ended up being second best.
Right.
Listen. So
I was shocked.
I thought Zach was gonna do a little better than that, like you said, Aaron. Like he got a better shot than that. I don't know if it was nerves or the lack of nerves. Like my pops always says, when you go into a situation and you don't have nerves, you don't really perform the way you're supposed to.
Hey, but a wise man once said, if you're one of the people that says you don't get afraid of nothing, you must be like crazy or something, because everybody's supposed to get afraid of something. Fear is a necessary.
Well, it's not necessarily a fear thing. It's just yeah, I guess anxiety. You're right. I guess you're right.
It's good nerves. That's good. That's good nerves.
A fear of failure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be like, okay, a little bit anxious, like, man, I gotta do this.
You all right.
You can't just be like, man, I got it. Fuck you, motherfucker. I mean, I guess that works for some people.
I mean, I guess you got to be great to get there. I'm sure Floyd took a while for him to feel like that, but
yeah, we ain't hear about that part of Floyd until about 20 fights in. About 15, 20 fights in.
Right.
We start talking that cash shit.
Till he thought he figured it out. He still got shown he didn't know everything though. But what was y'all's favorite part of the All-Star weekend as far as the challenges go?
The dunk contest was kind of weak to me for real.
As I knew.
I missed the skills challenge, so I can't speak on that. So I guess I just gotta go with the 3-point contest. I thought that was, decent. That was decent.
Yeah, I do. I do like the comeback win. He got that comeback win. He had to hit the last money ball to win it. That was interesting.
Damn. Pressure.
I definitely think that fucking dunk contest was weak. The Anthony
Simons.
Yeah.
Simons.
Got the win off of kissing the rim without kissing the rim.
Right, he didn't even kiss it. Yeah.
Now, he was up there.
He was. He
was up there.
He got bunnies.
But a lot of them was up there.
Motherfucker, he should just
right.
Right. Listen. What was the dude's name?
Obi.
The commentator. Kenny Smith.
Kenny the Jet.
Yeah, he said I'd have thrown a mouthpiece in and really went for the kiss. That's what he should have did. He should have really not worried about hitting his mouth and just actually if you'd have did that.
At his size,
he'll do it next year.
He can't. Somebody else has to.
You better not put. Man, he won, so I guess you kind of have to honor that. But
right, you got to defend the title.
Man, all right.
He won.
And it wasn't like there was like another dunk that was. the first dunk that the dude from Indiana did. I forget his name.
Cash.
And look, that was a classic dunk, but he did it well. Right. It was well executed. It was the first time. It was one attempt, and from what I heard from the commentaries, that's like the first time he ever dunked in the NBA.
Right.
He was in like G League.
Right.
Oh wow.
Right,
Yeah.
that's absolutely
They probably
correct.
brought that nigga in just to do the dunk contest. What you doing on Sunday?
Right.
You ain't doing
I
shit.
didn't know that.
Now,
Trying to make 15 G's.
now if they drop him back to the G League, it's going. Listen, if I'm gonna have to look that up, because if they drop him back to the G League after that, then capitalism is real. You hear what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
right.
I mean, of course we know it's
Right.
real. I mean, very real. Like, oh, we ain't got nobody that's willing to in here with us. Okay, G League. Fuck the practice team, all that. Let's go to the G League.
Right.
Are you ready?
The nigga rolls his hand like.
But he was in there. But he was in the league. He got dropped down to the G League though.
Yeah, he was in the league. But I'm just saying, like, it's kind of, usually people in the dunk contest have played the whole year.
Right.
In the league.
Listen, I agree. I definitely agree. We'll get to somebody moving up from the G League a little later. But my favorite part, did you say, Aaron?
Nah. I was gonna say
we can throw the game in there too. I was just saying,
No, I mean the game. I didn't really watch the whole game. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of passed out halfway through it.
I fell asleep, but I watched it right back because they ran it like directly right.
The rerun,
right?
I saw some of the highlights. That was a competitive game. I think the 3-point contest was a little more. I don't know. Just for me, I liked it a little bit better. I like the ending of the All-Star game. I think if they just do like a game where it's just like a more condensed style, I think that would work better. Because I wasn't interested until like the fourth quarter.
Right.
Niggas ain't playing defense.
Now another thing I will say is do you think, because I said Kyrie would be the player of the game if he plays like he plays, and he played like I thought he would play. The only thing is he got the loss. Because when they did the teams, he was definitely the team's player of the game, and Giannis was the LeBron's player of the game. But what I'm saying is, if KD played, does that change that game?
They still would have lost.
It depends on how much you wanted. Like which version of that player are you getting for All-Star? Because some niggas be feeling like doing something, and some niggas like, man, this is a vacation. I'm gonna go out there, throw some lobs, shoot some threes. I ain't gonna play not no piece of defense. I don't give a fuck what happened.
Now the only reason why I asked that. Now listen, the only reason why I asked that is because, and I don't want to jump straight to the game like this, but fuck it. One of my favorite parts of the I won't call it a weekend because it all took place on one day, but what would you call it? The event. My favorite part of the event was when Steph and Dame both shared the half court shots and dapped it up and started talking at the end. You know what I mean? Like, that was just something to me. I'm not gonna bring up one of the things I thought. We'll get to that. But we'll get to that. But I just felt like that was one of the significant points of the game that I don't think somebody like KD would have just let ride. You know what I mean? I feel like he would have then felt the need to show off, because there wasn't really nobody on the other side of the team that could do that but Kyrie. But we all know that's not his style. He's not going to pull up from three.
James Harden was getting buckets all game.
Right, but none of them are just going to pull up from three. That's not what they do. That's not a part of their repertoire. They're step backs.
He did, though. Oh, yeah. I mean, either way, to me, a three's a three. I don't really care how you hit the shot.
Right, and of course they're going to take longer shots because it is the All-Star game and they can do that. But what I'm saying is no one took it personally.
Oh, yeah. No.
And I feel like KD, especially with it being the team that he selected, I feel like he would have took it personally to try to shoot a couple from the three, from half,
to one up them
back to back. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's all be at that competitive bench. If someone was said on the bench, or somebody said something slick, like, yeah, man, don't let KD shoot it. You gonna need Steph to shoot that bitch, since it's on since they're on the same team. Steph to shoot that motherfucker, not KD. because Steph's the better shooter.
Well, they would have been on opposite teams.
And then they was on the opposite team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steph was on LeBron's.
Okay, all right.
Basically, KD.
But you get what I'm saying. What I'm saying, though. All it takes is somebody saying something slick that you don't like.
Right.
And you're not finna fight them, but you're like, man, I'm finna show these motherfuckers with these threes. I'm finna put down their throat, goddammit. That's what's finna happen.
I mean, the only reason why I asked the question is because I feel like, and this is gonna make sense once I ask the next question. I feel like, does that hurt your pride because you selected that team? You know what I mean?
No, because so LeBron had the advantage to begin with because LeBron had the most first round picks. Kevin got the most second round picks, so to speak, of the reserves. So, I mean, it's not like Kevin. Now, if Kevin had first round pick and he had most of the top choices and he lost, oh, yeah, I'm going to be like, dang, like, put together a squad. I had the advantage and I lost.
Good point.
But, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like no different if me, you, and Aaron were to do a draw and I get most of the first round picks and y'all get, so to speak, some of the leftovers, which are all talented, they're all stars. It's just not the same.
But no, I understand what you're saying. That's a good point. Because that was my next question. Oh, I'm sorry, continue.
No. I'm just saying, like, I'd be like, okay, we lost. Like,
right.
As we really should.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So my next question was going to be, am I wrong for thinking that LeBron has no career after the NBA as far as like GM and recruiting? Because that was a great team that he put together. Granted, it's an all-star game, and like you said, he had an advantage with the picks, but either way...
I think that's a little bit of a stretch.
What?
Are you saying that you think LeBron has good GM?
No, remember, I've always been saying LeBron will fuck a team up. He'll never. Okay, I said he'll never have.
I misunderstood what you were saying. I misunderstood.
A career after type shit. Okay.
I mean, in my opinion, to Aaron's point, I don't think that solidifies that he would be a great GM, because to be honest, most of the greats that play that are GMs really aren't great GMs. Like Larry Bird, I believe he's the GM of the Pacers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he was a head coach too for a little bit. He was a head coach.
He's a head coach a little bit too, right? And he's not been the worst, but he's not been highly respected as a GM, more like he was as a player. Like he's not. So LeBron could translate into a great GM. Again, we won't know until it gets there at that point. But I don't think that would just equivalate that to him being a potential great GM, because like you said, it is all stars. Now, to your point, Cliff, with the teams that he's been on and all the trades and the cuts he's helped influence, if he were to have won on almost all those teams or most of them, I could say, he might have something going one day. But even then, as we all know, he's only won so much.
Well, no, I mean, I guess technically you can say he's 3 for 3.
What, Cleveland, Miami, and
right?
Lakers?
Like every team that he was involved in putting together, he did win with.
Well, but he's had different teams within that time, though, right? Like within Miami, he's had.
I'm not talking about like the trades and the mix of, like the second-hand players, and I don't mean that as disrespect, of course, but you know what I mean, like the players that you can get rid of,
role players.
But
I'll say this as far as like
not
players
even role players though.
Players not being good. There are some players that do accept that GM role well. I do think that there's a problem with like stars who are real big stars,
right?
Who become GMs.
It's like an ego thing.
They expect to win off rip, and their competitiveness and how they communicate. You can't communicate with a teammate the way you communicate with an employee.
Right.
That makes sense.
Right. No,
you know what I'm saying. If we're on the same team, I can kind of get into you a little bit. But if I'm, if you're talking to someone who's writing your checks, you don't want to really go that far in unless you just feel that way.
Right.
Unless you just feel that way.
Same with Michael Jordan. Perfect example, Michael Jordan, one of the greatest to ever do it. But the Hornets are not. LaMelo Ball's great, but the Hornets aren't great.
I've seen Danny Ainge do good. I've seen Chauncey Billups is supposed to be one of the next up doing something good.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are bright spots. I just think that if you're like a real big star and you try to be a GM, I think you should try to have the most background role possible, because you're gonna be trying too hard on these streets. I think you're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna try to go for some shit you think is right. You're gonna pay too much for it because you're aggressive.
Well, isn't that and not to, we'll get back on topic, but just to wrap it up, isn't that the benefit of making the name that you made for yourself? That you get the opportunities to make mistakes that others wouldn't get the chance to make. Now, you understand that you bring somebody into the GM role and he's just fresh out, he's just a name, and he fucks up, you can let him go immediately. But if you bring in a LeBron, a Larry, or so-and-so, you got to give them a couple chances to cook before you actually...
I agree with that. I totally agree, because if you bring somebody of that caliber into this program...
Right.
It's going to bring a sense of, we about to win something because we have a winner on our team.
That's funny.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, and that is the truth. That is the truth. But I mean, realistically, from a realistic standpoint, you got to know that even if you're a GM now, Mike, you're not the player anymore. You can't be as effective behind the desk as you were behind the three or the free throw. You know what I mean? Like, so you have to understand that this is a marathon, not a sprint, right? And you're just getting into the position of potentially being able to put together a good squad. You feel me? It's still going to take, I say, 2 more years. And in those 2 years, great pickups in the draft and great decisions with trades and free agency.
Here's my rebuttal. If that's the case, then I think we agree actually on what we're talking about here.
We do.
What I'm trying to say is one of the processes should be like, even if you're Michael Jordan, I need you to be an assistant something for about 2 years.
Right.
And chill the fuck out and watch how this shit go.
That's not how corporate America works, though.
No, that's not how it works. But that's
I agree.
The perfect scenario. That's how you learn better, because you just put me in the front of some shit. I'm going to do what I want to do, which is not always right. And
throw them into the fire.
Hey.
Listen, that's why ideally they want you to move up in a company before you get the job, because you know how everything works on the way. Yeah. But
every now and again you get the CEO's son, nigga.
Right. More than every now and again. Let's be 100. But
nepotism, I think it's called.
Don't get me with all the big words. Skills challenge. I was pleasantly surprised with. I'm glad that
our big man won again.
Right, 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row.
Sabonis won 3 years in a row.
No.
Chris Paul missed an open layup.
Big man won 3 years in a row. Not just.
Sabonis. Oh, okay. I was gonna say big man.
It was Adebayo, Bam Adebayo beat Sabonis last year for the skills challenge, and he just came back and redeemed himself. And before that, I'm pretty sure it was Kristaps.
You know what? That reminds me. Now that you said that, Cliff,
I think it was Carl Anthony before then.
Oh, it might have been Carl Anthony.
Yeah.
It might have been.
Yeah. I don't want to transition, but now that you said it, the light bulb just came on. I feel like Bam and Jimmy got snubbed. Why weren't Bam and Jimmy selected for the All-Star?
This year?
Yeah,
have you seen
Jimmy.
The record?
That's
Jimmy
not what they're.
Jimmy didn't play that much either.
Listen,
when I've seen Jimmy playing, Jimmy's been.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is my interpretation on Jimmy this year. Uh-oh. Jimmy is he's definitely the guy. He's still Jimmy Buckets, right? But I feel like the fact that his team made it to the championship, he feels like he can relax a bit and let them do what
the younger players.
You know what I mean? And that's not the case. You still have to be the bull seeing red and go and take the shit. And right now, he's not taking nothing. He's hitting his shots. He's being, you know what I mean? He's being consistent with his percentages, but you're not killing like everybody thought you had that killer instinct. Were they just talking about that when Kobe died? Like, who else has the killer? Maybe Jimmy Buckets. Nah, Jimmy Buckets.
Nah.
And the team's not following suit neither. Like even besides, the team isn't playing like they wanted. You know, you can say Jimmy, yeah.
Speaking of that,
he's a catalyst. He's supposed to be the one that leads them, but like if he's leading them right way, it doesn't seem like the team is like trying as hard as they were last year.
Right.
I agree. How do y'all feel about that Myers Leonard situation? Y'all hear about that?
Yeah, I even heard I saw the video on World Star.
I didn't see it. I need to see that. I need to see it. I don't know what he said. I don't know if we.
He said fucking kike on
Twitch or something. Twitch or something.
He was playing Call of Duty, and you could tell that wasn't the first thing that came to his mind. I'm not saying like he was about to say anything like hard ER or anything like that. You could just tell that while he was like registering, he didn't know what else to say because he said bitch first. He said fucking bitch. You know what I mean? So
he was trying to think of another curse
word.
Word.
He had Tourette's.
Tourette's.
He was trying to think of another word to drop in there, and that was just what came out. And it was like,
that's Tourette's.
Hey, I used the R word at work, and I felt uncomfortable because I said it loud, and like somebody had looked at me a little bit. I was like, oh shit, I forgot.
Listen.
Like it's one of the words. We grew up saying that word all the time.
You are right. I don't say none of the letter words. The only reason why I said that was just to let you know, because if I say the K word, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is a K word?
You know what? I didn't even know that.
Does that even start with a K?
Well, see, there's two C words, and that would be what I would think the K word would be if it's not the C word. If that makes sense.
I didn't
see you. Okay. We're talking about C-U
because C. Oh, I think there's this one C word, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what C word I'm talking about.
Let's get back on topic though. But they said he was he's now suspended indefinitely.
Yeah, he's removed from the team, suspended. Yeah, yeah, whatever that means.
Who owns the teams?
That was about to be my next question. Next question, because I won't even take it there. But that was the wrong word of all words to say.
Right.
You could have picked so many derogatory words to say that nobody would have batted an eyelash at, and you picked the one.
Did you see what Julian Edelman had to say about it?
No, what did he say?
So I'll sum it up. Long story short, he reached out to him and said, hey, I understand that your words can get twisted and you didn't really intend or mean to say what you said. I'm assuming Julian Edelman's Jewish descent, by the way, because
he probably plays Call of Duty too.
And he said, how about we go out? He used a Jewish term. So how about we go out and use a Jewish term with some of our friends and have a good time? Basically saying, let us show you from this culture a good time and let you know what we're about. I was like,
I didn't even know. I didn't even.
I'm not going on that ride.
Right.
Hell no.
I didn't even know.
Me neither. Might not come back.
Hey, so why don't you come say nigga around my friends? I'm gonna show you how they feel about it.
Right. That's exactly what he said.
Let's go on the ride.
That's exactly what he said. I didn't even know what that was until I saw that they was saying like anti-Semitism. Because when they said it, like, because let's be 100, I saw it on World Star. They just said racist. Myers Leonard says racist term on video game. So I'm waiting on the. I'm waiting on the
cool.
hard
He said cool, didn't he?
I'm waiting on the hard ER. You feel what I'm saying? He had that white Aryan blonde hair too, and I'm looking like, oh, he about to drop it, and then he said, fucking bitch, and I was like, oh, okay, that's different. That's a different word. What's that?
Hey,
and then I saw it on ESPN, and they like anti-Semitism, and I'm like, oh, that's a Jew. That's a Jewish. A Jewish. What do you call it?
Derogatory
term. That was what I was looking for.
Derogatory term. This is like, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say to bring that. There's another basketball thing that happened. Whereas a college coach who was telling his players, like, you need to act like you're on the plantation, right?
I seen that.
And like, that's what the players was like.
Know your role, shut your mouth, shut up and dribble.
Like, there's one player who was like, I don't agree with what he said at all. I'm completely against it, but he did a lot of things for me and my family and whatever. And he was like a father to me and this, that, and a third. And he kind of like stood up for him.
Right.
And I was like,
he's black?
I was with him and not with him. No, I was with him or not with him because you don't slip up and say shit like that. Nigga, you thought about that shit. How the fuck do you slip up and say that whole fucking shit?
Right. Now, when I said, and I'm not trying to be ignorant here, but when I said, what does that mean? I literally meant, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean by that? Like steal the ball, like get picks, like picking cotton? Like, what do you mean?
Like he said, be together like you're on the plantation.
That's just ignorant. Like, who thinks to even?
Well, I looked around. Like, hey, let's about 8 of us. We could just jump this nigga right now.
Like I would have instantly snapped. Like,
I don't even know if I would have. Like, I think I would have been so confused by the comment that I wouldn't have reacted. I would have just been like,
especially if it's come from somebody that you might have respected. Like, you might have respected him up until that phrase. Like, his whole speech.
Now, you are right.
Until then.
He gave clues away that he was the way he was. So I'm pretty sure that when you say something like that, it doesn't have the same shock value on them who have constantly been around that person as it would me. Like me, I'm like, and it's not even like I instantly get angry so much as I'm like, well, what exactly do you mean? So I can gauge how angry I'm going to get. You know what I mean?
I'm so confused right now. I don't know what to do. So tell me what you mean.
Explain yourself before I take it there.
Is this a go grab a switch or run for your life, I'm shooting situation? What is going on here?
Do I need to go to the car real quick?
Right.
That's funny you said that.
I just
Let me know something.
It's almost like that punked moment, like with the Ashton Kutcher back in the day. Like, am I being punked right now? Like, is this?
There ain't no good punk. Ain't no good punk.
Right.
Because even after you say you've been punked, I'm like, I ain't been punked. Y'all just said some fucked up shit.
Right.
So where do we go from here as far as with Myers Leonard? Like, so like this, because you understand, like, and this is another thing that I constantly talk about is that it's so funny. Like, this isn't a Starbucks situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this isn't a Starbucks situation where you can have a fake ass racial understanding class for your coworkers to continue doing the bullshit you do. And this, I'm just getting at this because he's a player. You didn't hire him for his thoughts and his views. And it's clear that when you look at half of the NFL, well, not half, let's be honest, it's only what?
White players?
Right. 40, 35,
I'd
40.
say, about 30, 35.
I was about to say 5%. I thought it was mostly like you got like the kicker.
It's a decent amount. It's probably like 30, 35. But what I'm saying is,
and maybe a linebacker.
You see the situations that happen there without getting in too deep, where motherfuckers could damn near kill a woman and nobody bats an eye. But if Kareem Hunt kicks somebody in the hallway that's been chasing him, he's a monster.
And well, never mind.
But no, I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, when I said you picked the right word, you picked the right word out of all of them. Because no one would have batted an eye for you saying anything else, but because you said this, that's an issue. So what now is the future for him? Because once again, you did not hire him for his views and beliefs. You hired him for his skill set.
Right.
So I don't see why you can take his job away for a word that he said.
Well, it's like what you said. I definitely agree with the fact that if he had said the words that we had expected, the long list of words we thought of, it's the harder y'all is like the top of the list. Yeah, yesterday. but like it's real shit. Like when you say words, when you're doing something that's mindless, that means that word's always been around. If you're just playing a game and that word just pops up, that's not the first time you said that word.
Right.
No.
You're comfortable.
You know what I'm saying?
You are right, I guess. Because that was just, I did not expect for that word to come.
Because there's so many other words you could have said. You could have said bitch twice. You could have bitch,
right.
Shit, bitch. You could have said something. There's so many words that you could have said, and then you could have went down the list of the words that were derogatory towards people of color, and you could have got away with some things. There have been conversations, and hopefully something would have happened, but we all know they'd have been like, we as a team want to try to get better and we want to educate young Meyer, some shit like that. Some shit like that would have happened. But when he said that Jew shit,
right,
it was like, hey man, look, I don't know if you know,
right, right. We love everybody.
We own the bank that owns this team. We own the bank that owns your house.
Right.
We own the shoe company that you work for or whatever. We own the bank that they get loans from. So,
so what do you think his future is?
He'll be in Drake's next hit record for sure. I know that. Drake will definitely drop a bar on him. Because Drake's gone.
Well, at least half of one. At least half a bar about him. I don't know. You stupid. I even think of that.
OJ Mayo was out the league like indefinitely. He got kicked out for
smoking?
Something. He got kicked out like permanently. Like OJ Mayo can't come back.
Yeah, banned.
Because my dad was asking about that, so maybe it wasn't his game.
No, it was OJ Mayo got out because I think it was like performance enhancing drugs per se.
But that doesn't. How could you say forever?
He's banned. Right. Banned. Look it up. Look up OJ Mayo. He's banned from the NBA.
Because they did it with a
banned.
Not to change the sport. What's the wide receiver? Y'all know what I'm talking about in the NFL. They ban him like every year, and I think he's banned.
No, this isn't every year. Like OJ Mayo can't come back. I think you're talking about Josh Gordon. You're talking about Josh Gordon. Gordon. No. OJ Mayo he's not coming back.
You're done for the lifetime of the league.
So what I'm trying to say is that it's possible to get banned from the NBA.
Right.
Is that what's going to happen to Myers Leonard? I think there's going to be some type of, I don't know. Because I don't know.
Now, if he was black and said that, what do you think? He would have been,
fined, suspended.
Fined, suspended, and kicked out, and booted.
Right.
He wouldn't listen. But don't no black folks know that word like that. Like they don't.
Right, I don't know that
word.
We don't know I know the word, but we don't know the impact of the word. Like there's some words that you can say in certain cultures that we don't know the impact of.
Right.
So you can't just say it in general conversation.
I didn't really know the word.
I mean, I never heard of it. I've known about the word, but it's not in my conversation because, for one, white people for the most part are just white people. I don't really distinguish between Jewish and you know what I'm saying. It's kind of just
that's all. I mean, that's a color thing though. You just look at a color, but it's the same as black. You don't have to be African American.
But we know the word honky. You know, not to just throw out racial slurs. But you know what I'm saying?
We love y'all too. Anybody?
I throw racial slurs. What I'm trying to say is there are racial slurs towards white people that have been used, but that word that was used for Jewish people, that's not really a word that's used a lot. Common. And apparently we see why, because a perfectly, I'm not gonna say perfectly. I don't mean to use that word.
Right, I didn't get that though.
A person of Caucasian descent who had no prior anything used the word once.
Right.
It was over with.
And was snatched out of there.
It was over with.
If only, you know what? If only, I'm not gonna take it there, but if only, let's just not take it there. Let's move on.
Right.
No, let's take it there. If only people could look at the police killing black folks as anyone saying anything about Jewish people, we'd be closer to equality. So let's just take that into account here. And moving on from that, Mark, did you see that celebrity basketball game?
You know what? I still gotta check it out. I'm gonna watch that tonight.
I didn't know if y'all was gonna bring that up, but what do you guys?
I heard some trash talk. I seen some of the trash talk afterwards.
There's two different leagues. There's one where it's like 5-on-5.
No, I'm talking about for this All-Star game.
2-on-2.
Oh, you talking about I didn't see that.
Yeah, Jack Harlow and Quavo played.
Yeah, that the 2-on-2.
Lil Baby and what's the name? 2 Chainz for $500,000.
Hey, that was gonna be my hit the showers. I'm gonna say
they bet $500,000 on that. You gonna say, Lil Baby do gotta hit the showers? He didn't score.
To his credit,
ain't he?
And none of his rhymes did he ever say it was either rapping, streets, or balling. Like, he never brought up balling ever. You know what I'm saying? And we see that. Like,
clearly,
I don't know why you agreed to do this.
Clearly the
but your game is terrible.
Clearly the nigga handled the rock because that's all he could do is dribble, nigga. So hit that block.
Dribble.
Because he had a little dribble on him, but he didn't know what to do with it. He didn't know the drive. He didn't know the kick. He didn't know the. He didn't score one time. Mark got that Jack Harlow game.
What Jack Harlow do? He got some buckets. If he got some buckets, that's me.
I think he had 2 points, 3 points together. He hit a layup, a putback, and he hit a 3-pointer after missing 3 in a row. That's your game.
No. Time out. Pause. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be live and in action next week. I will send you footage because I'm in Evansville. Because last time I was in Evansville, back where I grew up at, I was Steph Curry up there. You better ask somebody.
Nigga, you're set, shot, shouty. You hear what I'm saying?
All right. I'm getting buckets.
He's set. Now listen, Mark does have a jumper, but don't let him dribble. Don't let him do anything.
It's over. I'm Westbrook now in the paint. Westbrook with it.
You ain't learned how to dribble in a couple years, nigga.
Let me know when you want to do the live action episode for Hit the Showers, ladies and gentlemen. Please tune in.
Hey, I'll pull up for the basketball. I'll pull up.
We'll talk.
I'm
in
better shape now.
We'll talk about that.
I lost some weight.
I already got a step ahead. So come on, Cliff. Come on with it. You got to hit the gym. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. So hit the gym.
Listen.
I want to shout out 2 Chainz though, because 2 Chainz is he's a solid winner. This nigga's 43.
Right.
Is he?
And he smoked.
Yeah, he old.
Man, and he was out there doing something.
He was.
You know, he had scholarships when he was in high school. I know that. He caught a case or something.
Yeah.
Ended up having to go to Alabama State. But he played college basketball.
Now listen, that you brought up my next, so this is about to be my next question now. We'll recap a little bit more other than Malk having Jack Harlow game. But what it seemed like was 2 Chainz definitely showed that he has some sort of background. Quavo is the boss as far as celebrity basketball goes. But
he's just all around athletic.
I can think of 2 to 3 players that would, be competition to him and maybe even levels above.
Celebrities, right?
So
let's cut the bullshit.
So my question was, who were your celebrities you would like to see in the celebrity ball game? Nobody ever says that. The actual, especially if it's a 2-on-2 format, who would be yours?
Do I get to pick their prime?
Pick they what?
Prime,
like when?
Because 2 Chainz was 43 out there in the streets.
No picking primes, nigga. What's happening now? Next year, you can pick for next year.
Because if I had to pick a 2-on-2 team, I'm picking Master P, nigga. Fuck that.
I know that's right.
Master P was a baller.
Ooh,
that nigga had hoops.
Speaking of, we'll get there.
Romeo's trash though.
I didn't say that about Romeo.
Yeah,
Romeo's all right.
He did go to USC. His dad paid for him to go to USC. Let's not get that twisted.
They said that the real baller of the family was Silk, but similar story where he got in trouble and
They said C Murder. No, the C Murder was the one.
C Murder. I was thinking.
For real?
That's what I was thinking of. C Murder.
C Murder was one that because Silk never really got in trouble like that. C Murder got in trouble like hell. C Murder was the one that was balling.
Your name's C Murder.
But they all balled. They had another brother that died. He was a baller too, I think.
Well, while we're on the subject, you know that Master P, both of his sons are nationally ranked coming out of high school.
One of his sons got a fucked up name. Like
both
Ruby Miller or some shit.
No, Hersey and Mercy Miller.
Oh, okay, all right.
Hersey and Mercy rhyme with Percy. Dang, that's tragic.
Yeah, Mercy is the older one. I think he's a junior this year. And he's nationally ranked. I don't know what his number is, but he's nationally ranked. And then Hersey is the freshman. He's nationally ranked too. I didn't look up their numbers.
But they balling is in their blood.
Right.
If all 3 of their uncles was hard on the basketball
Master
court.
P was in the league for almost almost half.
They said
year.
they was gonna give him a contract. They said this is what he said. This is what he said.
Oh snap!
No, he did play for Toronto. He was picked up.
Well, he said they was gonna give him a contract, but it was like, you already have millions of dollars. Why do you want to play basketball? Like, how serious are you about playing basketball if you already got 30, 40 million in the bank? That's what he said.
I do remember hearing something like that.
Now, but in the same breath, just to be on that court for a preseason game, you have to have some type of skill.
If they pick you up.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's why if you ask what celebrity I'm gonna play with, I'm playing with P, nigga.
Even now, though?
Listen.
Hey, 50-year-old P might get buckets.
Oh, 50-year-old P still got a jumper for sure.
I got my answer.
And he's like 6'3", 6'4". He's like 6'3", 6'4".
Oh, I didn't know he's that tall.
He's a tall dude.
I'm picking J. Cole because the Detroit Pistons and a lot of teams want to give him a tryout last year.
Well, J. Cole was another one that balled throughout high school and all that. I think he stopped in college.
He could ball. And listen, I'm going to go with Chris. Chris Breezy can ball too.
I knew he was going to say it, man.
Chris Breezy can
niggas that can dance.
He can
hoop. All right. Well, you already know how I'm coming then. Since y'all, I did put J. Cole down on my list, though. J. Cole is one of them that I would like to see. I want to see Dave East. Dave East had a scholarship coming out of high school and decided not to take it. Same with your boy.
Play with Kevin Durant.
Same with your boy out of Jersey that Kanye fuck with. Had the song with Cardi B.
Man. Is he out of Jersey or New York?
I thought Jersey.
Is he
what's his name?
Like,
the food stamps
Meg
dude.
Stallion, the dude that's dating Meg Stallion?
Is he dating
Partisan Fontaine?
Partisan Fontaine.
I don't know who that is.
He dating Meg Stallion.
Partisan Fontaine had a scholarship coming out of high school too. He's a baller.
He's from New York. He's from like the middle part of New York.
I thought it was Jersey.
Not the island part. The island part of New York is where all the shit happened. He's from more like the Mount Vernon part of New York.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm off. What's going on? Shout to the. I just see him popping up now.
Yeah, my dude Jamari said he agreed with you, Cliff, from the Dave East, and he said Chris Brown got stupid handles. Yeah, Chris Brown.
He do. He ain't bad.
He's athletic.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Hey, y'all know who can shoot though?
But Chris Brown's been in it. He just hasn't been on no 2-2 shit.
Okay.
Chris Brown was in the 5-on-5.
So what, he turned it down? Because first of all, if I'm 2 Chainz, I'd have been like, hey, look, so Lil Baby's the only nigga in Atlanta that
right. Right.
Give me Quavo and give Jack Harlow somebody else.
Right. No, they couldn't do that. They couldn't do that to Jack.
Listen.
What do you mean you can't do that? Give this nigga somebody else.
They couldn't do that to Jack. They couldn't do that to Jack. Listen, did you see that free throw that the baby shot off the backboard?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Baby did.
He didn't even hit the square. It almost looked like AO when he used to throw it off the backboard and catch it and cross somebody up. Like, it was awful.
I want to see if his homeboys is yes man, because apparently he went to the court and he shot some shots up. He's like, you think I should do this? They're like, yeah, man, your shot cool.
Could this
tell this man the truth.
His career?
No, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. No one expects him to ball. Yeah, no one expects him to ball.
That was an awful performance.
Fuck the bullshit.
If you shoot like you shoot, I don't got nothing to worry about, baby.
Look,
I just got that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Little Baby has a lot of love. He has a lot of love down there.
Well, he better keep it.
He has a lot of love, but he's one of the people that, like, he goes to the court and he's famous, and then you realize he can't ball. You be like, oh, there you go. Oh.
Okay, well, we'll just listen to your music then. Right.
Right. We'll just
exactly.
Stick to what we know about
song playing on the radio.
Man, that's
sub me out. Yeah, sub this nigga out. Go
ahead
and get out
immediately. That's what they should have did. They should have had a third on the side. If I was 2 Chainz, I would be so fucking pissed. I would be. They had to have just matched them up, and 2 Chainz automatically said, "Fuck it." Lil Baby said he got a little game. Put 500,000 on it.
Lil Baby like.
And Quavo like, nigga, I ball. I don't care if I got Jack Harlow. I'll take that bet. Jack Harlow hit 3 of the 21 was an athletic points.
Dude. He was a quarterback. He was a legitimate. You know, I wouldn't say like nation. You know, yeah. As far as the city's concerned, he was a great quarterback. I'm not gonna say he's nationwide.
I'm not hating on the nigga. He the king of the celebrity basketball right now. But I'm just saying there are people that can knock him off easy. That ain't coming out with
somebody else. 2 Chainz knows somebody else that plays better ball than Lil Baby.
They would have been better off. You right. They'd have been better off doing a homie game where it was like 2 Chainz and his boy versus Quavo and his boy for the 200,000.
Right.
That would have been more entertaining than watching that game. Well, no, because it was funny as fuck. That shit was funny as fuck.
Do y'all watch the TCL? The shit that Diddy be doing? The celebrity league? The crew league is called. The crew league.
I haven't seen that.
Diddy doing.
Yeah,
I haven't heard about that.
If Diddy plays in any basketball league, I don't want to watch
it. He's not playing and he can't be seen.
Okay.
It's just like some revolt shit.
Okay.
But it's like Russ has the rapper Russ has a team.
Right.
G Herbo has a team.
Oh.
Sway Lee has a team. The Kid Leroy, I never heard his name before, but I don't know why he's even in the rap game, but he has a team. And
so they coach?
No, they're on a team and they're supposed to be like they homeboys, but like Sway Lee had brought like Big Baby Davis in at some point.
Right.
But you know, on some funny shit, but like some niggas like D1 and you know, ex-NBA players and shit. But them niggas get in the game sometimes. And for the most part, it's trash all around. You know, G Herbo is, you know, I would think he would have game out of everybody else.
And I want to know, Jamari, I seen that last message. Hey, this Jamari Holmes, I got at least 10 rappers that would be on my list. Give us that 10 while we continue the show, and we'll get back to that.
Yeah, I mean, there's somebody. Snoop Dogg, maybe? Snoop Dogg probably has a little bit of game. For like an old nigga.
Cliff,
he's all right.
Did you see his... You see his, not to cut you off, you see his video I sent you of him playing Madden on World Star?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Ice Cube got a triple double one time.
Ice Cube, I don't think.
He said last week fucked around and got a triple double.
He got one.
Yeah, again two.
What he got?
Who did he play?
He got 10 and 10.
Yeah. But let me ask y'all this.
Triple-double depending on we play.
What about Zion missing his first damn near 3 dunks in a row in the All-Star game? Well, no, he got caught the first oop and missed the second 2?
I don't recall. But he was
wasn't 3.
He was nervous for sure. You know, he's young, first time playing with vets.
Nigga, all of the lights. Kanye told you.
Right. But listen, nothing intimidating. Listen, but kind of, even though Zion's a big specimen, put yourself in his shoes. You're playing around vets mostly, all-stars, been doing it. Great. It's like you're not just it's one thing when you're playing.
So bite a fucking ear off, Tyson.
Right. But it's a little intimidating though. It's a little intimidating. Like you said, the killer instinct. He don't have that. Zion don't have that. Hey,
yeah, I don't think I see it either.
Zion
I think he might be right.
He don't have it.
I think he might be right. And you know what? Transition time.
Go ahead.
Since you say that Zion didn't have buckets, I watched the Knicks Pistons game. This took place right before All-Star Weekend, so March 4th.
Okay.
Knicks won 114-104. But I was watching RJ Barrett. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And I was thinking inconsistent RJ, but he had a good game. And when I was watching the game, I was thinking him and Cam are still to this day battling for that number 2 spot. Like, of course, Zion has number 1, but Cam and RJ are both at the same level of progression where it's like, well, when are either one of you going to break through to that next? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm waiting on people to realize that Zion's game isn't that special. Like he's
You're right.
He's good. He's good. I'm not saying he's not good. He can be great. But like people act like his game's never been seen before. Larry Johnson and Charles Barkley were the exact same type players. They were wide body, athletic, can shoot, run, and dunk on your ass.
Right.
And rebound, a round amount of rebound. I'll get 17 rebounds and I'll get 23 points on you. That's a Zion Wilson game, isn't it? Right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if as far as Charles Barkley goes, maybe because I'm just not a fan of Charles Barkley as he was a player as much as I like him as an analyst.
He was MVP of the league, though.
I don't think coming out he was as talked about or as big as a household name as Zion.
He wasn't. All I'm trying to say is that the numbers, although Zion's numbers are better, it's not like Zion's game is completely unstoppable. Not
at all.
Where it's like it's been year 3, we figured out what you do. You like to go this way,
right?
You like to do this. There's certain things that figure out.
Once you got film on a motherfucker,
yeah, right? So once I got 2-3 years, and then you had somebody who's younger than him, who's watching him coming up, mirroring his game.
But I see you, Jamari. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I see you, Jamari, in the chat. We'll get with you on the back end. We ain't going to just add you in, but we can definitely schedule you for something on the next time or something like that. But I'm sorry to cut you off. But but the question, you still go. Listen, you pick on Zion so much.
I do.
The question was Cam, RJ Barrett. Who do y'all see breaking out into that number 2 spot, the solidified number 2 spot out of that?
Cam Reddish and RJ Barrett.
I thought Cam was going to be hands down number 2 out of the big 3 that came out of Duke.
From Duke.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's going to be somebody. I think it's going to be somebody else coming up. I don't think that person is in the NBA.
No, I'm talking about in that big
out of that
3
of them.
That Zion, Cam Reddish, RJ Barrett.
So I had to pick out them 3.
Right. Who do you think is going to break out? Because at this point, like you're saying, you're not wrong when you talk about Zion. I can see one of the 2, possibly both of the 2, beating out Zion long term. You know what I mean with their game. But right now, Zion has that number 1 spot, and they're a few feet behind. So
I'm not tripping on that.
Who do you think out of RJ and Cam is going to pull out, like, to show I'm coming for Zion?
I think RJ has the best platform. If you're in New York,
I agree.
Playing for the Knicks, you're gonna have a pressure towards you that's different than anywhere else. Respect the where's Cam Reddish play?
Hawks,
Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where you at? Yeah.
Hey.
Right.
Hey.
Ain't been watching them boys.
No, I haven't. I'm a Bulls fan. What I'm trying to say is,
you've been saying that. You right. We won't hold that against you.
I've been to a lot of Hawks games, so I got to take some type of. I've been to a lot of Hawks games.
But have you seen Trae Young? Have you seen Trae Young play while he's on the Hawks?
No, I haven't.
Right. I won't go to a Hawks game unless I see Trae Young play. Period. I'm wearing my.
I think I'm with you on that. I definitely see a Jeff Teague game on the goddamn Ken Bazemore game.
I can see that. Look, Cliff. If I want to see Jeff Teague play, I'll go with Rob back on Post Road.
Jeff Teague is on.
You from Indianapolis, ain't he?
Yeah, he's from Indy. That's where my brother-in-law is from. Is Indy.
They moved him though. Jeff Teague is on.
Oh man. You're right.
The Celtics. He's on the Celtics.
He's on the Celtics. You're right.
Hey Siri, who does Jeff Teague play for?
The Celtics.
The Celtics.
I ain't no fool, but yeah, let Siri answer because I'm a dog.
She said Celtics.
Right.
She said Celtics.
Yeah. Depend on the internet, young blood. They ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Yeah, you need to have that info up here before they start chipping folks.
I'm bougie. If they ain't starting, I probably don't know you. I don't know where you at.
Jeff Teague deserves some type of love.
I mean, I like Jeff. Well, don't get me wrong. Jeff Teague is from my squad, right? He went to my college, right, for basketball, right?
Jeff Teague? I don't think so. He went to Kentucky?
Him and his brother, I believe, went to Kentucky.
No, is that right? I don't know if that is right. Is that right?
I'll double check. We'll double. Hey Siri.
I will say this.
What college did
if I had to pick out the 2, I'm picking RJ Barrett.
Oh, I'm wrong.
I think
Wake Forest.
I'm picking RJ Barrett. Cam Reddish, shout out to you. I know you be balling, and I haven't been paying as much attention to the NBA as I should.
He does ball. He's consistent as RJ, but my whole thing is the fact that Trae Young is running the squad. It's only up to Trae is how far you progress. You know what I mean?
Trae's not running the squad. Trae's having fun, and he's the front man. He's not running.
He better be going and having a drink with Trae and getting some lemon pepper wings with Lou and getting to know the nigga, because that's the only way you're gonna listen. RJ Barrett's in a position where he can move the Knicks by himself. That last game that he played,
and he has a good piece with him with Julius Randle.
Right, that's what I was about to say. That last game he played with the Pistons, the nigga had 4 assists in the first quarter, ended the game with 5. That means you could move into that point guard position, especially with all these big guards now. They're getting slower.
You gotta talk to Tibbs, man.
RJ can guard, I would say 1 through 3 easy.
Easy? No, I don't know about
I won't
easy.
say easy. The only not easy would be the 1. A good 1 will get RJ. But I would still put him at that 1 position if he proved to me he could move the ball like he did against the Pistons in that game on March 4th.
But it is the Pistons, dribbles. Though.
You're right. But at the same time, who else?
Oh, it reminds me.
Quickly. I like Quickly.
That reminds me. Yeah, that's
talk
crazy.
About Blake, boy.
That's crazy. Is that on the agenda, Cliff?
That was on the agenda. Spit it if you want it.
Okay. I don't want to. No, we're gonna rush it. I just didn't know if you had it.
Yeah, no, that was definitely on the agenda.
Drink your Budweiser out that glass, boy. I know you drinking Budweiser. You're drinking something like that.
Listen, hey, Aaron, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Hey, everybody don't know.
He is sweet tooth nigga.
Strongbow, ale, cider, beer, 6-pack, $10 at your local store. Anyways,
them is free ads.
Strongbow, get a little sponsorship.
Them is free ads.
No, I mean, I just think it's crazy. I mean, people are right. Like, Cliff, you thought a couple episodes ago the dynasty, quote unquote, era was over with. Man, they're really trying to take LeBron out. Like, because that's really who it is. It's not the Clippers, not the Warriors. Respect to Aaron, not the Bulls, not the punk Cavs. It's the Lakers. Or these teams are really aiming for, like, how do we put them down for the count?
Does Blake Griffin really worry you like that? Does he worry you like? Does he ruffle your feathers?
Wait.
The addition of Blake Griffin ruffle your feathers?
I don't think it should. It should.
I think so. Y'all
never
think
count
so?
him out. Never count the man out.
Oh, it should.
Oh, okay.
It definitely should, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because, like I said, I don't see Brooklyn making it to that final game with the pieces they have right now. Now, what Blake brings to you is consistency, because Blake plays. Blake doesn't get injured and sit out for a while. Blake plays. Blake
definitely gets injured and sits out for a while.
Blake sits out when he doesn't want to play. He did it with
LA. Are we sure
he
does not get injured and sit out for a while?
Listen,
are we sure?
Not in a while.
Listen, cuz if I don't want to play for you,
what's the while here?
If I don't want to play for you,
while?
Who's gonna tell me I'm hurt?
I'll look it up.
So he did it with the Clippers
on his way out,
and the Pistons
on his way out.
Well, him and CP3 had a beef in the Clippers.
He hasn't dunked this year, right? He hasn't dunked this year, right?
Nigga, if I'm playing for
he shoots now.
He hadn't dunked in I think more than a year, more than a season. I know that.
Well, he shoots now though. He shoots now.
So some tire got flat.
Why would I want to hurt myself for somebody that I don't get paid and want to play for?
Okay. To get an interest in another team.
I'm getting old, Joe. I'm getting old. I'm talking as Blake. I'm getting old. I can't.
He lucked up when he got on the Nets. He lucked up.
You are right.
He lucked up.
You are right.
Because he could have ended up a dead fish in the water.
You're right.
Out there in motherfucking
I don't disagree. He could have been
on the Kings or some shit.
Listen.
Just not to say against the Kings. The Kings is okay team. What I'm trying to say is you get left out there.
Blake Griffin is a Dak Prescott. He held out long enough to get exactly what the fuck he wanted.
Touché.
What he wanted was to get out of Detroit, get paid, and a possibility at a ring, and he got the best out of all of those three things.
Did he get paid though? I thought he took him. Did he?
Well, listen, he don't even care about the money.
He didn't take a loss. I looked up the numbers, but
I think it was like what, $5 million.
Yeah, it wasn't I can look it up. But he did take a slight loss. Yes, you are correct. But that's the price of getting out of Detroit. Where would you rather be, Detroit or New York?
Right.
I just mean in destination.
I already know what it is. I know what it is. I'll be right there in New York.
Right.
KD, Kyrie, and James, and DeAndre, and
that's what puts them back in contention is the fact that you got a Blake. So Kevin Durant sit out as long as you like. Like I told you, Kevin Durant should sit out until the playoffs, get healthy as possible, and that's even smart. If Blake doesn't play one game in the playoffs, you still got a contending team.
So is he Joakim Noah for how Joakim Noah was on Clippers last year? So he comes in like 2-3 minutes out the game, or is he a significant piece?
No, Blake has to be right now.
Is he 15, 20 minutes? 15, 20 minutes?
It might be the Dwight Howard on the Lakers.
No, right now Blake's going to have to give you 28 to 34. Right now.
I don't know about that.
You don't think he can?
Because listen.
He started out giving you more in Detroit.
But Jeff Green can still ball, and he's younger.
Well, no.
DeAndre Jordan is still there.
I'm saying...
Is he younger?
Jeff Green is younger than Blake Griffin.
Jeff Green and KD how old is Jeff Green? Basketball together, and KD was a supersonic.
Jeff Green is 34. Jeff Green is 34. Hey, Siri, how old is Blake Griffin?
He's 31 or 32.
Oh, you're right. All right, my bad. Blake is 31. Jeff Green's 34. Mm-hmm. Jeff Green, black don't crack, baby. Black don't crack, baby. He looked good for his age. Who
you talking about, Blake Griffin? Blake Griffin is a African.
Now I'm talking about Jeff Green. Jeff Green looks like he's younger than 34.
Y'all better stop playing these half brothers and sisters.
Yeah, don't play the light skin crew.
Listen, he just mad because he whole and he's still half. He whole black and still half and half colored. Hey. Coffee cream.
That's a whole other discussion. We don't keep it on basketball.
Right.
Chai latte. That's what I want to be called. Chai latte.
Listen, I don't even know what chai latte. That might be a Jewish racial slur. I don't know anything about
it.
No.
Chai tea though. Chai tea with some soy milk.
I think I've heard of chai tea though.
You gotta do some chai tea. It's a good thing. Like drink before you go to sleep. You know what I'm talking about? In the morning, you got that breakfast blend. You got the English breakfast or the Earl Grey, the black tea.
I know about that Earl Grey.
Caffeine it up.
Let me find out. You on yours.
Hey man, I worked in the whole luxury hotel for 15 years, pal.
Let me find out you on yours though.
All right. Don't pull my card.
I ain't pulling no cards.
Right all right.
That's my nigga. Okay. Where was we at? We was on before you moved off to Blake Griffin. Where the fuck we was talking about RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish, and what's the big boy?
Zion
Williamson.
Hips.
What the fuck happened to Trey Jones?
Was he from Duke?
That was the fourth starter.
Okay,
that was familiar. Tyus Jones's brother who plays for Memphis.
Oh, that's right.
So are we saying that Trey Jones is not good enough to play in the NBA even though they're the same player and he may have a better jump shot than Tyus?
Are they the same player?
Tyus might move the ball a little better than Trey. I will give him that.
Ask Seth Curry.
Seth Curry is trying to make his comeback out beyond his brother right now.
Yeah, but he spent his years in the G League.
You are right.
Right?
Him and Clay's little brother won it the same year Steph and Clay won it the first year they won.
Clay's brother plays professional baseball.
Well, they both played in the G League at that time. They both won the G League National Championship when Steph and Clay won the G League National Championship.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Before
niggas had unrealistic because Seth went to Duke, right?
Right.
And Steph went to Davidson.
Right.
So niggas had more faith
Ooh, I see what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying. And he didn't pan out to be the Steph, so it looks like I see exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, that's
hard.
Ooh, that's brother. That's family politics. You don't think about that.
Hey,
it's hard playing. Well, I mean,
hey, look, Steph playing with his sister's baby dad, or his sister's
Damian Lee's
husband.
brother-in-law, his brother-in-law, Damian Lee's brother-in-law.
And he had
Damian Lee's married to Steph Curry and Steph Curry's sister.
And okay, I was confused because I know Seth Curry is married to Doc Rivers' daughter. So when
they're all
brother-in-law, I
right.
was like, wait,
the other thing
they're not
is that
playing for
Steph Curry. Right. Steph Curry's a nigga that brought not only his brother to the Warriors. Remember, his brother played for the Warriors.
That's some English, like that's some old the family type shit.
Exactly.
Listen, Cliff, that's not royalty.
Damian Lee to the team.
Right. That's NBA. You are right.
Yeah.
And their kids.
Like,
them with the kid.
That's like some old.
They're smart.
Some old.
That's some smart. That's some dog.
Like, I'm not gonna say Queen of England, but you know what I mean. That kind of house.
Right.
Listen, that's
Doc's
crazy.
Families, the Currys,
I could imagine what the league's gonna be
family.
like in 20 years when they have their kids, and you know they're gonna have boys because the girls that were married to Seth in Austin, you better have sex until you have a boy. I don't care if you have 5 kids, and the 6th better be a fucking boy. I promise you.
Steph got one now. He just had one, I think, like 2 years
ago.
Some
niggas that played the Dame's game and ended up with 8 daughters in this motherfucker. Yeah, played that game.
That's
the
my
numbers
whole
game.
Family.
Hey,
keep spitting them out.
Listen,
daughters is number 6. And look, man,
right.
Stop.
Hey, no pun intended. Y'all know Steph gonna keep shooting literally until he get what he needs. Why not? So
and that nigga gonna make it. He's gonna make it.
Yeah, 2 girls and the third one was a son.
That motherfucker, look who's talking sperm was like, buckets.
Right.
I got this one. Listen.
Right. Make to the top, man.
But he got Aisha. Seth got Doc Rivers' daughter. So Seth may be the one like, bucket.
Right.
We good for life.
Right.
They gonna be like, Del Curry had a famous son, Steph Curry, who passed him up, who had a brother named Seth, who had an unbelievable shooter named Stephen Curry, and he just did his thing for the rest of NBA.
Think about it though. Let's talk about this. That's an interesting subject. The lineage of NBA heritage. I want to bring up a family that is not really talked about enough.
Right. I see where you're going.
The Holiday family.
Yeah.
Aaron, Drew, and Justin.
Yes.
3 niggas
Don't
from the team.
They have another one though? They have a younger brother too though.
It's Justin, Drew, and Aaron. Justin,
there's just 3.
Drew, and Aaron.
There might be one in college, but that's 3.
That's what I was saying. I think there's still one coming.
Hey, well, that's great because then that's 4 because there's 3 already in the NBA.
Right.
2 of them play on the Pacers.
The youngest, the Pacer, the point guard on the Pacers. Well, he's a shooting guard, point guard.
It's Aaron. Aaron is like 6 foot. He's not.
I like
he's
him.
He's a point guard, but he's good.
I think he's the best out of all around. I think he's the best out of all of them.
I think Justin's the oldest one, right? And Drew was in the middle.
Drew was the oldest.
No, he's just the best one.
Oh, okay.
It just happens sometimes. As Lonzo Ball.
You might be
as Lonzo Ball. The fruition is coming down the line. Like,
right.
Look, when Mel Bear on you know what y'all niggas is right. Leave my brother though. So I love him.
Right.
But he's better than me. You know what I'm saying?
Aaron, the Antetokounmpos too. 3 of them in the league right now. 2 on the
Bucks, and his older brother plays on the team with him. He be having the coach. He be talking to the coach. Hey man, put my older brother in the game.
Right.
He be out there like this. He one of them niggas out there like this.
Listen, Costas was a dog though.
He's 7 the hardwood and shit.
And Costas was a dog. He was a dog in he was in the G League before he got to LA.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking about his older brother. He plays on the Bucks with him.
I thought that was Costas.
His older brother plays on the Bucks
Lakers.
with him.
Oh no, that's the youngest. You're right.
His younger brother plays on the Lakers. So I'm trying to say is on his own team.
Brothers. You're right.
He has his older brother playing a role player role.
Right.
And that's being nice.
You're right.
I'm being
you are
nice.
right about that.
You know what I'm saying? He's real like 10-11 he's 10-11 on depth chart. Like when you're in the game, we're either losing or we're winning.
Right.
One of the two. Right. It's 30. It's like, you know, so Giannis has a good like brothers in the league, but Jrue Holiday has great brothers. And they're all from LA. They all have like a mom and a dad.
Oh, we gotta go back to the chat too. Jamari, I'm on my fault. I ain't see you there. He talking about well, that's an obvious question, sir. What y'all think about LaMelo Ball versus Lonzo Ball? You already know that. That's like we talking about. That's like Antetokounmpo and Costas. They on two separate.
What about the Morris twins?
Oh, that's one in LA. One in LA all day.
Well, that's
Lakers. The one in the Lakers. The one in the Lakers. The one in the Lakers.
I think that's a good analogy for how styles make fights, because both of them are equal. Neither one of them did I ever see that was like, oh, he's way better than the other. They're both equal. But once they put what's his name in LA,
Markeith.
Yeah, I feel like he's gotten a little more shine.
Won a championship.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. He didn't even play a whole lot, but he's still gotten more shine.
Right.
You almost forgot about the other brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Same thing.
Right.
Well, I won't say same
Paul
thing.
Gasol and Marc Gasol.
But when
Paul Gasol was winning, Marc Gasol was getting left out.
But those are twins, though. That's a little different. They came out different, so you got to give. But I understand what you're saying, because Mark did pass Paul.
The Lopez brothers.
Hold on. Y'all think Mark passed Paul?
Yeah, Mark passed Paul up for a while. In the Grizzlies, as far as stats go.
But Paul.
You keep calling him Paul. His name is Powell.
It's Powell, right?
Right. Well, you know what I'm saying, though.
But Powell, listen.
Yeah, no. He fell off for a while, and Mark took off at the same time.
You should feel the same way about Andrew Bynum then. You feel the same way about Andrew Bynum? Same way you feel about Paul Gasol?
That's a question for you.
Andrew Bynum, you can't even put him in a conversation with Paul Gasol.
How not? How not?
Paul Gasol has an established resume.
How not? How dare you? Andrew Bynum was on that team, goddammit.
Paul Gasol has Andrew Bynum was trash. Andrew Bynum was
man. I want you
I don't
to
know about that year though that y'all won it.
I want you to look at the stats in that year, man. That was a solid year, man.
It was.
We didn't want him in LA.
You said what?
We didn't want him in LA. That's why we got rid of him. We didn't want him. Like you see it, Cliff. We keep the people. No, you didn't say that. I seen it. Sorry, this was on earlier on the talk show. They talked about the Cowboys. We keep in LA. We keep in the Lakers specifically. We keep the people we want to keep. If we don't want you, we're gonna let you go. And we ain't want by. You needed him for a time period. We didn't keep him. We didn't want to tag him.
Right.
If y'all ain't talking about boy from Boston, you're not talking about
he did win 2 championships with him. Though.
I mean, but
you talking about hold on. Jamari, who is that? You talking about boy from Boston?
Probably Tatum. I'm about to ask him.
But hold on.
You can't say that. You can't say that, Aaron, because let's go back to the Verjao conversation. He won 2 rings too, in Cleveland and Golden State back to back. But who was Andrew Verjao?
What's good, lad?
It was Andrew Verjao. He only won 1 ring.
No, he won 2. He won 2.
Listen, but Andrew Verjao
didn't win no 2 rings, dog. How did Andrew Verjao win 2 rings?
That was the one. He got traded from Cleveland. He won it with Cleveland, but he was on Golden State when he won it.
That's right. Okay.
He talking about because when Verjao got traded, he got a ring either way. So yeah, that gets very confusing. I thought that it was a Golden State ring, but somebody told me what it was too. I guess it was a Cleveland ring, which makes more sense because A Golden State ring is like when you got a boyfriend who proposes to multiple girls at the same time. You know what I mean? Right. Everybody got a fucking ring. But if you got a ring in Cleveland, you know that motherfucker love you. Ain't no to the left shit. That motherfucker love you there.
Right.
Who the fuck wants a ring in Cleveland?
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, who was it? Jamari, I want to know you talking about in Boston. It gotta be Tatum. But what I will say is
go to Andrew Bynum, made Shaq look crazy.
That little white boy, you said who?
He said go to Andrew Bynum. He said he made Shaq look crazy. He said goated.
I wouldn't goated.
Goated.
Right. No.
It says go to the I see what you said. No, I wouldn't goat him. I wouldn't goat him. Now, Andrew Bynum was a very dominant force when he came out. You cannot deny that. And I do know what he's talking about. He did bully Shaq a little bit. I wouldn't give him all the way like that. But he got in Shaq a bit. But I feel like GOAT status comes from longevity as well. You can't just do that for a season.
Yeah, one hit wonder.
Yeah, you can't just do that for a season and we automatically say you're great. You gotta be consistent, and he wasn't. And I mean that sucks because he wasn't due to injuries, but that's what Aaron be talking about. You gotta redefine your game at that point. You can't do the same things you used to do back then, so redefine your fucking game, or you don't belong.
Jamari said, man, look, Andrew Bynum, man, hands down, got the most respect for the time he spent in the league, and I guarantee you anybody will tell you that.
Well, if you only spent 2.5 years, it don't matter.
During the championship season, I'll give you the 09-010 season, he was only averaging 8 points a game, right? And like 4 rebounds.
But what was he doing on the back end though? Because he was a garbage cleaner. Like he cleaned it up.
But like his minutes was like 24 minutes, right? So next year they increased his minutes, and he had 14 points and 16 rebounds a game, right? And then the year after that he had 16 points a game. So I'm not saying he was great, but like Andrew Bynum was like a piece.
Yeah, exactly. He was like a Tristan Thompson. He was a piece, but he was a great piece to have.
I'll give you that all day. I'm not going to argue that. He was a Tristan Thompson. Nigga, you need 12 and 10?
He's going to get it.
Hey.
That's all, but he's going to get it.
But that's what you want, though. Like if you got someone on your team like Kwame Brown, they ain't doing shit.
Keep spitting them to Malk. If you see him and you responding to him, say him out loud.
So basically, Jamari, my homeboy from Indiana, is trying to say, so why did the Lakers let go of JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard then when they helped y'all get a ring? My response to him, like I'll say it again, because LeBron and the Lakers were tripping. Clearly we should have kept
they shouldn't
them.
have let. They shouldn't let both of them go.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? If we already had a squad and we had chemistry is everything. Then he said, Tatum all day. You can't scream Boston without Tatum. Right. I agree. I know you're a big Tatum fan.
But yeah, best on the bet. Yeah, by far. He's the future of the NBA. Jason Tatum.
Let me get that number 17, man. Let me get that Jason Tatum. Let me get that Jason Tatum fade, man.
Listen.
What you want? What you trying to get at number 17?
You gotta have that number 17 hair for that.
Hey. Give me as close as I can.
I know that's right.
Get my edge up right. I can work everything else.
Listen, that motherfucker got that hair that you just touch it and it just falls off.
Yeah, he got that real light skin. I'll be sure.
That was my favorite people to cut was them.
Yeah, I bet. Real smooth. And then Jamari said people still sleep on Jaylen Brown. And I'm telling you, bro.
No. Okay.
He said with them two, bro.
Okay.
Boston gone somewhere, but you sleeping.
Yeah.
I've been like Jaylen Brown.
We're going to talk to you, Jamari, because I'm glad you said that. It brought up a good question, in my opinion, and I would like your input on it as well, Mr. Johnson. Has the current generation point guard watered down the shooting guard position?
it's made it less of a position, more or less as a guard position. Right. So now it's 2 guards. It's like college, right?
Right.
It's 2 guards, 3 forwards, or 2 guards, 2 forwards, 1 center.
Right.
Or 3 guards, 1 forward, 1 center.
Right.
Or 3 guards, 2 forwards.
Right. I'm following. Like, I think you're getting at what I'm getting at.
Yeah, it's the format has changed where what works best. If you have 3 guards that should be out there and you need a rebounder, where do you sacrifice your forward for center? Right? Do you go 2 forwards? So it's
basically points for production.
Which one works?
So the only reason why I asked that is because I started thinking about it, and when I really thought, I was thinking, name to me. This is me to y'all, but this is me talking to myself. I said, name to me 10 true shooting guards that are good at their position. And I only got to 5. I got Bradley Beal, Jimmy Butler, Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown. Who was my last? Fuck, I didn't write him down. But then my next question was, look at the teams that play 2 point guards as opposed to a point shoot. And you got Portland Trailblazers, Cleveland Cavaliers, Charlotte Hornets, Brooklyn Nets, New Orleans Pelicans, and
you're missing one.
I can keep going.
What's your last one? The last one you got right there.
On the point,
the 5th shooting guard.
Who was your last? You about to say somebody else?
I had Portland, Cleveland, Charlotte, Brooklyn, New Orleans,
and
I had
Kings.
I had a dot.
The Kings. Buddy Hield.
No, not Buddy Hield.
I wouldn't give Buddy Hield that.
Look.
I say Zach LaVine before I say Buddy Hield.
Describe Buddy Hield.
That would make.
Is he a 2 guard?
Chicago makes sense.
Is he a point guard?
No, I think he's a 2. I mean, he's a 2 with more ability than your average 2. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you've now watered down the shooting guard position to where even the shooting guard has to be a passing, shooting, driving force. You know what I mean? Like, I can't.
Klay Thompson's a shooting guard to me.
Klay.
He's but he doesn't move. He doesn't move. Thompson? He doesn't move. He rotates around the court
perimeter,
but he doesn't move.
So you're talking about like Reggie Miller moving, like.
I mean, like when I think of a shooting guard, at least from like my age, because I'm 34, I think of a Kobe, a Jordan, you know what I mean, like a shooting guard that can take control of the game.
So you're talking about like a T-Mac. Because that's like T-Mac. T-Mac was like,
the only one that I can think of right now, the only one that I could think of right now that would be close to that as a young player would be Anthony Edwards.
Paul George is a solid shot.
But I mean, for the most part, I almost had him on the list, but they moved him to the 3 before he left Indiana, and I haven't seen him play much 2 in LA.
James Harden.
Nope, that's not a natural. That's not a natural shooting guard.
I'm gonna say something unpopular. Here's an unpopular topic.
Yep.
Anthony Edwards is on the same road as Isaiah Ryder right now. It's his choice to make a move. Because Isaiah
Ryder on
the Heat back in the day, 20 years ago, like 97, 96.
Okay.
So I don't even.
The first nigga go between his legs. In the dunk contest. That nigga.
Okay.
Right. His star rise of his career was like people don't remember he was like a real nigga for like 1 season and a half.
But they didn't shoot back then either.
But look, we're talking about Anthony Edwards though. Right? He's on that trajectory, right? He's seen as an athletic 2 guard right now. I want to see if he's going to do that same shit next year. Because you got to learn how to shoot next year. Because all the shooting guards you're talking about are shooters, right?
Right.
Is Anthony Edwards a shooter?
I mean, he hits. I mean, I wouldn't call him a natural shooter, but I'm saying as a shooting guard that will take control of the game for a win, he falls in that category.
I think shooting guards have the most trouble making their first 1 or 2 year stamp in the game than any other position.
I think you may be right.
That's a hot take.
And I think you may be right.
Centers are tall.
I think you may be
Power
right.
forwards are tough.
But
small forwards are athletic. Point guards are smart.
Listen,
shooting guards.
The only reason, and I heard you say but, Malk, the only reason why I'll say that I agree is because let's say from the dawn of basketball up until about 10 years ago, the shooting guard was only expected to score.
Right.
You know what I mean? Give him the ball, he'll score. It's not the case. That hasn't been the case for at least the past 10 years.
Right.
You know, we're at the point where point guards don't just distribute, they score. And if you got a good point guard...
It's not like they score. They have to score.
I don't know if I would quite say they have to.
Ricky Rubio got moved around because the nigga can't score.
I wouldn't quite say they have to, though, because you look at your Stocktons, your Nashes, like those are players that played with the top
facilitators.
Those are older school style.
But they still play with top level competition, right?
And John Stockton is like quietly the best passer that ever played a game.
I agree. Quietly. I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, you weren't this. You weren't this point guard. This point guard dribbles. This point guard shoots. This point guard passes. The last thing on this generation's point guard list may be to pass the ball.
But wait a minute, Aaron. Mm-hmm. Didn't LeBron pass John Stockton on assists? I believe a year or two ago. Most assists.
Hey, look, man, don't put LeBron stats in here.
He said point guard, though. He said best passing
first of all,
but that's more impressive to me, though.
No, you're right.
I'm going to say this right quick. LeBron done played for 20 years. Chill out. The niggas that you talking about played for 12 or 13 years.
No.
And he's just not passing them.
That's
right.
Stockton's fault.
No, he didn't pass him. Stockton's still the lead, it says, according to Google.
But what I'm trying to say is it's taking him 7 extra seasons.
But he's not a point guard, though.
Right.
That's what Mccollum is saying.
I get that. I get what you're trying to say. But look, it's
that's
the same
why
thing
it's
with
more
the points
impressive.
Thing. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right, was the points leader. Right. Or I think he is the points leader.
Yes.
He played 20 seasons.
Right, and you're right.
20 seasons.
You're right. But at the same time, you have to understand that things evolve. We change. You feel me?
No.
So there's going to be players that come out of high school just like you.
How many seasons has LeBron played?
18th season. He's in his 18th season.
Yeah, he hadn't.
How many seasons did John Stockton play?
That's on John Stockton, but I'll look it up.
And from what age? Is all I'm asking. And from what age? If you played basketball from 21 to 35 and you still ain't passed him yet, you've been playing for 20 years and you're the greatest to ever do it.
Okay, I see what you're saying now.
Chill out.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
but that's only.
But that wasn't.
But once again, you're making my point because that's only.
Exactly.
That's only in that specific category, passing. And
no, I'm not talking about. We're talking about what now?
Right, and my question was, has the new generation of point guards watered down the shooting guard position because there's nothing else left for them to do but stand in a corner and shoot? Now you have a point guard that can drive, that can shoot, that can distribute. So now the best you got to think, the best shooting guard in the league right now, Joe Harris.
Oh, shooting guard. Sorry.
That doesn't move. He doesn't move. He stays in the corner.
You know what the best shooting guard in the league is?
Devin Booker.
Another point guard.
Yeah, Devin Booker.
Another point guard.
But that's what I was about to say. Devin Booker is essentially...
We get a Paul George in it.
He could play the point, but I think he's better at the shooting.
Yeah, I put him on my list as a natural shooting guard. I did put Devin Booker on my list as a natural shooting guard.
CJ McCollum,
but
Cliff.
He can't. No, he's not natural. He's not a natural shooting guard.
CJ
McCollum started out as a 1. CJ McCollum started out as a 1, and then when Damian Lillard got drafted, they moved CJ from the 1 to the 2.
I mean, but that's life though. Like
that's not but you're not a natural 2 though, is what I'm saying. You were a 1 changed to a 2, and you can tell by CJ McCollum's game. He's either shooting off the rip or passing the ball off the drive.
There was an adjustment that was made that somebody had to tell me, look, shoot the ball.
And he's been great ever since.
Shoot it.
So
don't pass the ball.
That brings me to, and we're going to wrap up here in a little bit, but that brings me to another question. That Lonzo. So Lonzo, the Pelicans played, I got it here somewhere. The Heat, they lost by 10. Heat beat them 103-93. They held in the game throughout the game, though. Lonzo looked a lot more willing to shoot the ball. So my question to y'all is, does that come from Melo, or does that come from coaching saying shoot the fucking ball, or possibly both?
Probably both.
What's the point of paying the coach at that point?
Right.
I don't mean to cut you off, but what's the point of paying the coach if you're not telling this man, look, when I call your number, that means shoot the ball.
Right.
Pass it. I call 3. That means shoot it.
Right.
Right.
Shoot the ball.
I think you're right. I mean, but I feel like...
And don't hesitate either, because they got to tell people don't hesitate. Some people like to hesitate. That's like my biggest pet peeve of basketball.
Second?
Hesitation.
This is his 3rd year.
Lonzo's? This is third.
This is 3rd year.
3rd year.
Because last year is his first year in New Orleans.
Right. So the only reason why I asked that question is because I go back to Russell Westbrook. How many times do we have to tell you before you listen? You know what I mean? So something different has to have happened this year as opposed to the previous 2 years for him to do that.
That'd be Steph Van Gundy. Well, not Steph Van Gundy. I said Steph Van Gundy.
Stan, yeah.
Steph Van Gundy. Right. What's the nigga's name?
They did get a new coach,
Stan.
didn't they?
They did. Stan. And they fired the black dude.
It's not Jeff. It's Jeff. Jeff is still
Jeff is the commentator. It's Stan.
Yeah, Stan.
Yeah,
so,
Stan.
You know, I don't know how much that is to it, because the dude they fired before then was actually doing a pretty good job.
Good point. I wasn't thinking about that, though. I wasn't thinking about Stan Van Gundy coming in. That's a great point.
But Stan Van Gundy was like Dwight Howard's coach.
Presence.
Right.
You said like what? Repeat yourself.
Right. He was
Dwight Howard's coach.
Okay.
Like when he was
Magic.
Magic, yeah. So he had like an idea. He has an idea of what to do with star talent, but you know,
and
the season is young. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this then. We're gonna do this. We're gonna well, before we wrap it up, do y'all have anything else to say? We're not gonna wrap it up just now, but we're about to get into that wrap up process.
I mean, Jamari said a couple of things. He was trying to say,
run it back, run it.
As far as names go for shooting guards, he said Jimmy Butler, Bradley Beal, James Harden, Aaron Fournier, CJ McCollum, Devin Booker, Fred VanVleet. Evan Fournier. Yeah. I told him Fred's a point guard. Fred is not a natural shooting guard.
Really point guards. Even Fournier. All of them was really point guards.
And then he said Malik Monk, and I told him hell to the nose.
Except for Jimmy,
I'm a UK
Bradley.
fan.
This is somebody that got like a great team on 2K that they play with.
Right.
Like a dynasty. Yeah, no.
They got Malik Monk.
Malik Monk is now I will say Malik Monk has the opportunity this year to develop into a Magic City chicken. He could be he could be a good sixth man.
Is he gonna be a extra lemon pepper wet, fried hard?
Well,
speaking of
lemon pepper, what? That's what it is too. You said they got them wet lemon pepper down there, huh?
It's the wet. We got to put the lemon juice on it, man.
Yeah, no, we all dry up.
I don't know nothing about the lemon juice.
No, Cliff.
We got that dry box up here.
No, them lemon peppers we got at White Mike's house.
But they was dried though. That was dry.
You got the powder.
Well, they was
you got the lemon pepper seasoning.
They was great. I almost went back.
No, that's great. Lemon pepper dry is great. Lemon pepper wet has that lemon juice on it, man. It brings a different zest to it, man.
We're gonna ask that. We're gonna ask for that next time.
Listen,
we're gonna ask for that.
Hopefully, it fulfill your needs, because sometimes you just put oil on it. That's not wet. You gotta put lemon juice on it.
Yeah, no. That's what they do at the
Put oil on that shit, like extra oil.
Let's be 100. It was Wingstop. They put the powder on it, and then they put the oil.
Extra
on
oil.
It after they,
nigga, it's lemon juice, pimp.
Yeah, no, I'm about to try that.
You gotta squeeze lemon. Get you some lemon pepper dry, right?
And I might want to lap dance while I bite into a leg. I'm a drummy guy.
I like flats. I figure.
I like flats. I like flats.
I like both, but I'm a drummy guy.
Prefer. Cliff, do you know who CKP Christian Rap is? Somebody say, "What up, cuz?" I don't know if you know this person. I asked too.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it all the way above.
What's his name?
CKP Christian Rap.
I don't know nobody named Christian Rap.
His homeboy.
That's an odd name right there.
I mean, shout out to you for being in the chat.
Yeah, no, love you. Even if you know me, I'm not hating. I just don't know nobody that would be named Christian Rap unless they changed their life, and I appreciate that. Cheers to you for changing your life.
You know what I'm saying?
Hit the showers.
I would like to know though. Hold up, don't jump. Listen, what's going on?
I want to see if he's paying attention.
Yeah, you ain't paying no attention. Listen, so
we're going straight up after
right. This motherfucker, his battery must be dying, or he know who Christian Rap is and don't want him to put his name out in the chat. That's one of the two.
Nah, schedule obligations.
Even your boy Jamari said his homeboy. Yep, you trying to get away from something. You must owe the tithes money is what I'm getting at.
Jamari said,
but
no.
Brother, you have
I don't know who that is
now.
But
look at your Hollywood background.
We can wrap it up. We'll get you out of there. So what I want is, since we in the second half of the season, I want who each of y'all see in the finals this year, as well as y'all's hit the showers.
Finals, man, it's too early still. For real.
It is. It's very early, but that's why I want it.
I'm gonna go with the easy bet, man. Lakers and Nets, man. Fuck it.
Listen,
why not?
I can't say I don't see that as well.
That's the plus. The minus would be like Clippers and the Celtics. That's my plus and minus.
Okay. That's not bad. And give me the winners out of each of those.
I'll take the Nets over the Lakers if they get it that far. Fuck it. They done figure something out. And I don't know, man. Paul George had a bad rep. Maybe he makes it. I'll give the Clippers over the Celtics because I don't give a fuck about the Celtics at the end of the day. I like the team.
But you think they could beat him out of a 7?
Why not?
Okay.
I don't see why not.
Who's hitting the showers?
I already told you it was a little baby earlier.
Oh, yeah, little baby gotta hit them bitches. Hit them bitches, little baby. Like you hit that backboard, hit the motherfucking showers.
Exactly. Take your jersey off.
He didn't even need to hit the showers. Matter of fact, this might be the first episode where you don't have to hit the showers. You can just walk out the fucking arena, Joe. Because I don't know if you sweat.
Just leave.
Right. I don't even know if you sweat. The showers is closed for the baby. He didn't even get to hit the fucking showers.
Hold on, no.
I'm going to have to put that in the title.
You said the baby, little baby. Don't confuse the babies.
Well, they're all babies to me. The babies, all of them.
Listen, the baby about that action. So
I ain't going. The baby, action or not, nigga. Let me see your motherfucking jump shot.
Look, this is basketball we talking about. I don't give a fuck how good you is in the street. Don't get on that basketball court and embarrass yourself.
Shot.
Don't embarrass yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you don't do something, don't do it.
Don't pretend.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll save yourself some time. You know, I'm not gonna go out there and try
I got 500,000. Me and 2 Chainz take on Quavo and the baby, and we smoke them by more than 10.
Well, that might be a good matchup. The more than 10 part is where you wild. And you might.
2 Chainz. 2 Chainz. You gonna have to put up the money though.
I'm gonna bet on the win. I'm not gonna bet on the over. I'm gonna bet on the win.
2 Chainz gonna have to put up the money. But I guarantee the win.
Let me hold 20 G.
That wouldn't be a bad matchup.
You and the baby both. You and the baby both about 4'10".
Listen,
you're both about 4'10", so that's a good little.
Nah, I think that would. I think if they giving him the same thing they give Kevin Durant, then you gotta subtract some ladies' numbers when they say how many people they had sex with. So I heard the baby was 5'8", so he's actually 5'5", which is my real life size. And even if you have an extra 3 inches, you ain't taking me. I got you. Locked.
Hey, we'll see what them knees say. We'll see what that knee say.
Well,
shit.
As long as you don't...
can't give out the weakness, man.
Right, God damn. Tekashi, as long as you don't...
My D'Angelo Russell.
As long as you don't hit me in it, we be good. And if you do hit me in it, you better be ready to catch another body is all I got to say.
Aaron, he'll know anyways. Cliff gonna have a damn knee brace on anyways, probably in the game.
Yeah, he'll know which one it was.
He gonna lineman brace, one of them lineman knee braces.
Yeah, right.
He won't be able to get to it though. Trust. I done fought in many tough mans with this messed up leg.
Right. I know that's right. Hey.
Yeah. What else? What's your
I'm gonna go with Aaron. I'm gonna say Lakers and Nets if everybody's healthy, because y'all know things change.
And I'm lying. Happens. I fought in one after the messed up leg, so I lied. But you said what now?
I'm gonna say Lakers and Nets. I'm assuming everybody's healthy. I'll say Lakers and Nets. AD's back, KD's
and who wins
back,
it?
all that. Man, that's
assuming everybody's healthy. You can be biased.
I mean, realistically, I would say the Nets, based off the Blake Griffin pickup, might be an X factor. But being the Lakers fan that I am, I can't go against my squad all day. You know how that is. I'm going to go with my Lakers. But at the same time, I feel like the Nets could definitely take it.
You can't take nothing away from LeBron. Can I say something real quick? Of course you can.
That's true.
But Blake Griffin is that nigga that come home from jail. He like an OG and you expect him to do something. This nigga's not going to do something.
This nigga just called Blake Griffin Bernard Hopkins.
Exactly. Like you expect this man to do something. Like, man, look,
don't
man,
sleep.
I'm not sleeping. I'm just saying that. Look, y'all. I think you think Blake Griffin's gonna bring you to the promised land.
So you got some money on who coming out the East?
They ain't gonna be on Blake Griffin's back, but I did say the Nets out the East. Well, it wasn't because of Blake Griffin, though.
You did.
That's all I'm trying to say.
So are you saying that Blake?
Yeah,
you did say that you still give it to the Nets. I'm just looking to try to snatch some money out your pocket, I guess. So I'll leave you alone. Because I feel the same way.
I'll say this. I'll say Blake Griffin doesn't play more than 10 playoff games.
I don't think that won't be the case. I think he will. I think they'll reserve him a lot because they have other pieces. I
got a cold $20 bill.
Well, it'd be 21 on the way to the championship, right?
What do you mean?
7. Well, it depends on how many games they play in a series. Well, there's at least 4. You obviously.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we assume that they go through all 7, that's 21 games.
And it depends on what seed.
You said. Did I say 10 or
you said 10?
I said 10.
You said $20. You said $20.
You said 10.
Did you say 10?
Yeah,
you want the footage back.
Well, he doesn't play more than 10 games in the playoffs. He doesn't play win or loss games. He doesn't play more than 10 games.
Well, there's a chance that they can win with 13.
Well, take the bet or not, nigga.
Stipulations.
I'm not going to take an undefeated finals bet. Why would I take that?
Undefeated. That's 3 games lost. All these 10 games. All in these 10 games. 10 games, won or lost. 2 series could be 7-game series and be 14-game series.
Oh, you're just saying that they don't win 10 games.
I'm just saying that he doesn't play 10 games in the playoffs.
Starting
20 on that.
Starting
or
just say not playing at all.
I said DN
20 on that.
Oh yeah, that's easy money. That's easy money.
Wait. Yeah,
That's
because
easy
we
money,
said
Cliff.
if they
That's
go
easy.
all,
I'm
if
saying,
they sweep
I'm saying
everybody, it's still
the game has to say DNP. His stat line should say DNP. Did not.
So you're
play.
saying, assuming they make it through, he's gonna miss 10 games regardless. DNP.
Yeah, exactly.
I take that back, Cliff. That's easy. That's easy.
I'm
I would take
taking
if they make it to the finals,
because you know they're gonna. They didn't sign him for no reason. They obviously see him as an X factor, so they're gonna play him as long as he's
we
healthy.
don't sit this half injured nigga ass down.
I got 20 on that.
All right. I got the code Andrew Jackson for you. I'll put it somewhere up for you.
Yeah,
episode 11.
I'm not gonna gamble too much more on that because I'm not sure that I understand all the way your bet. I get what you're saying, but
if the Nets make it to the finals,
he's not gonna play more than 10 games. I get it, but it just doesn't. It's not computing to me like
something's not adding up. Correct.
Why you would even make that bet? It doesn't matter. Bet's
because
good.
I think he's going to get hurt.
High five, handprints, all that. Bet's
I think he's going to get hurt. I think he's going to get hurt
before the end of the playoffs.
So he's not even going to play in the playoffs.
Okay.
He thinks he won't even make it to that point. Is what he's saying.
Oh, so you're Gladys Knight.
I don't know what that means. But yes,
you're wishing on a star.
Oh,
I'm on the midnight train to Georgia. That's what I'm on, Nick.
He's from the left coast.
Yeah,
he don't do things.
Right.
He don't do things.
Yeah, well, just make sure you return the U-Haul after you hop out of it, Bob, because you ain't getting that win.
That's cool. I got the 20 on ice for you, man. It's cool.
Right.
Just have mine.
And listen, let's be honest.
Roll the whole ankle.
Either way, that's the government money because that stimulus is coming in the next 2 weeks. Either way, so either way, it's going to be money well spent.
Hit my account, but
for
me, I agree. I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go with the Nets, Lakers. Don't see the Lakers taking that, just because if I was the Lakers with a Blake Griffin, you got too many people that can switch and spy. You know what I mean? Like if you played ball for LeBron specifically. No scoring involved. Just LeBron. You know what I mean? Like keep your what's his name?
Montrezl Harrell.
Nah, your boy from your James Harden. Keep him in there running the D, sub Kyrie in and out. What we still understanding is that Dinwiddie isn't back yet, possibly back by the playoffs.
Right.
So that's another player that's good for them from the perimeter. The thing that LA did was, as we discussed this episode, traded away Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, which means y'all are very lacking in that low ball position, which means that a Blake and a DeAndre would real life bully the fuck out of anyone the Lakers have. And LeBron cannot play D on Blake and still produce it offense enough to pull that game off.
AD could, though.
If he's healthy. Now that's what
he's healthy.
Now that's the bet Aaron should have made is AD doesn't play 10 games in the playoffs.
Right. That he might have been better off making that
listen.
bet. Because listen, that's questionable. Neither here nor there. I didn't tell you my hit the showers. I don't think I had one though. I couldn't think of really.
Yeah, what was your hit the showers?
I couldn't really think of anybody like off the top, to be honest. Like as far as I'm just not.
I could either.
I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? Because we had a little break with the All-Star weekend and stuff. So, stand by on that. But I will say, by the way, I thought about this. My hit the showers last Saturday was not Sam Darnold. I told you I forgot. My grandma distracted me. It was Ben Roethlisberger, by the way.
Did you say Sam Darnold last week?
I did. As a feeling, because I couldn't think of. Remember, I kept telling you and everybody else. Like,
what's crazy is I didn't even listen to the episode.
I haven't either yet. But anyways, that was from last week, episode 10. Ben Roethlisberger hit the showers. As far as the NBA goes, man, let the Cleveland Cavs, the whole squad hit the showers for real. Coach, Sexton, Love, Who's the other player on the team you be talking about?
You don't like that.
Whole cast.
You don't like that at all.
Are they last place in the East still? Are they last place in the East
still? Detroit.
Second to last. Look, second to last.
That's perfect. That's perfectly where we should be. Right in, because as we know, NBA, you draw for the first round pick.
You do.
So we just need Cleveland to develop and still stay within the bottom 3 of the league, and we're good.
Yeah, I better pick some 4-league photos then.
We'll have Kevin Love off of the roster next year after. It's a year after. It's either next year or year after. Kevin Love's gone. I think it's next year.
You're getting rid of him, right?
Yeah. I mean, his contract.
Yeah.
Next year, I think Kevin Love's out of there. So we're good there.
I think you go ahead and like tell him, like, look, man, look. As soon as we can get rid of you,
you're out of there.
You out the door.
You're out of there.
Right.
This is out of respect and love for you.
Good riddance.
Find your options now. So when we start to make the move, the transition is easy for you.
They should wrap him up in a little what do you call it? A little bundle like the babies and drop him off on like LeBron James' doorstep.
Oh, no, we're good.
And say, y'all left him with us. Take care of this little bastard.
We got too much space. We got too much. We're already jam packed. Not enough room in Hollywood right now.
Yeah, no, I would love to see that happen. I see the Nets beating the Lakers. If I'm given a long shot, I see it being. I see Aaron being exactly correct. I see it being the Celtics and. Nah, I don't see it being the Celtics and the Lakers. I see it being the Celtics and Utah.
The Celtics and the Clippers. Yeah, I feel you.
Did you say the Clippers? You did. Yeah, you did. No, I see it being the Celtics in Utah.
You think Utah gonna find that magic itch to make it through the gauntlet?
I think it's possible, and I think
that's what my question is. Rudy Gobert is a crying ass nigga, right? That's all I'm trying to say. He's a person on the team that can make or break it. If he decides to come in with aggressive,
right, they
can do it. But if he doesn't buy in, then one of the biggest pieces of your team is a liability. I'm gonna slide that in.
1,000% factual. I will give you that 1,000%. Still, with that being said, I can still see Utah pulling it off out of the West because they got great 3-point shooting. The Warriors aren't what they used to be, and all you got to do is beat the Lakers. So I can see Utah coming out.
What about the Blazers? The Blazers ain't.
I remember Utah couldn't get past them Denver Nuggets.
Then you got Dallas.
Don't sleep on them Denver Nuggets too.
Fuck the Nuggets.
Utah couldn't get past Denver.
Nuggets. I forgot about the Blazers.
And the Suns is looking beastie too. The Suns is in the playoff.
What is going on?
They might be that AFC dark horse. They got.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. I lied. It's not going to be Utah. It's going to be the Suns.
Shit.
Yeah,
you went all the way in. That's a Vegas bet. Go ahead and put that in Vegas.
Right, that is a Vegas bet.
Listen, I wish I could. That's Chris Paul. I might have to put a couple dollars on that. But yeah, no, I see. I forgot all about the Suns. I see them getting there. Other than the Suns,
not in 7 games though.
Against who?
Against anybody. Not in 7 games. They'll win a game or 2, but not in.
I give them 7 against the Lakers.
Who? Like Aaron said, Clip. Hold on, because it's different. Like Aaron says, one thing when we're playing just to play, when we're playing for money.
Against the Lakers, and I'm not saying in 7. Suns beat the Lakers in 6.
Malcolm, I will say this though. This is all pinning on Anthony Davis.
Suns
being okay.
Regardless of Anthony Davis. Okay. Regardless, Suns beat the Lakers in 6.
I'll bet 20 on that.
Anthony Davis?
If that game happens, Cliff, if that's either way, if that situation happens in the playoff,
for everyone on the audio, my hand is stuck out to the sideways, to the not the Nazi salute.
Look, you about to roast this man.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Look at this nigga.
Look,
I'm waiting.
We already got. Look.
A good shake on live TV. Bang bang. What was the bet we bet on?
Just now?
Yeah.
The handshake.
If the Suns play the Lakers in the playoffs, if the Suns play the Lakers in the playoffs, regardless of who's playing, I got Lakers.
Yeah,
got 20 on the Lakers.
Not only did I say they got them, they got them in 6. I remember.
We just got sued. We just got sued 20 times already in this episode. Probably just
you bold, man. You're a bold nigga, man.
Who me?
That's a Vegas bet. If you bet this man that you might put down in Vegas, you might come up 8 times.
You feel me, Aaron? You feel me?
If I had the bread, baby, I would.
That gotta be 10-1 odds. That's 10-1 odds.
If it comes down to it.
Yeah, you put in 20, you'll get 200. Something like that.
Well, who's hitting the showers?
I already gave mine. I said the whole Cavaliers.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit the showers this week.
You're gonna hit the showers?
Yeah, I gotta hit the showers.
Okay. I mean, you are.
I just gotta hit the showers. Just because like I said, I gave some misinformation out on episode 7.
7.
It's either 7 or 8. And I said we were talking about multiple division world champions, and I said that Oscar De La Hoya had 4. He has 6. Yeah. He's ahead of Floyd Mayweather. And the only reason why I got confused is because it was shown on Showtime, which is a PBC boxing network. So they showed Floyd ahead of Oscar, even though he wasn't. And I confused Oscar has Floyd beat by 1 weight class. So I was wrong. I'll hit the showers for that. And as far as this week goes, there was nobody in the All-Star game or this past week's basketball that made me need to feel like I needed to should hit the showers more than me. So I'm gonna give it to myself this week. But you can ask your question. What was it that you said?
I realize it's not a question, but it's asked.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
So I digress. I'll ask you later. I can't ask you right now.
Okay.
Because if I ask you on here, I don't want to jeopardize the show. It's about Oscar De La Hoya. And
about him what the cocaine allegedly or the lady dressing allegedly.
Well, yeah, but if he beats you in a fight, how do you feel when you see them pictures?
Oh, the lady pictures? I got my ass whooped by a tranny. What are you talking about? I don't care
what you're saying, but
if he didn't take hormones. I don't care if he didn't cut his shit off. He's a tranny. I got my ass whooped by a tranny just so it sounds better.
I get it. No, look, when we play football.
That would sound worse, wouldn't it? That would sound worse.
Yeah, it kind of sounds. That's a little pauses.
When we
play football,
trannies.
When we play football, I got ran over by somebody on the football team that turned out to be gay.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly, right? And it's one like
I can name his name. His first name I know for sure. It starts with a K.
Oh, we know you know it.
It doesn't.
No, it's not. I'll tell you who it is after this.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is that, Woo. But even when you see the picture,
you might be putting me on to some game. I didn't know so and so was gay then. I don't know then.
I don't know. I mean, I really don't want to go too far into that part of it.
Oh, y'all are funny.
You know what I'm saying? All I'm trying to say is that.
Well, we love the gays. We love the Jewishes. We love. I'm just playing. We love everything.
But look, it's if somebody beat your ass and then they was wearing a dress, be like, damn.
That don't mean that everything that look like you can whoop my ass.
I know. I get that. That's not what. That's a reasonable explanation of something that people don't see.
Y'all on the aftercast topic now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, everyone out there that listen, please like, subscribe, share. We will be back on. If not, ain't no if nots. We lied Sunday. We said we was going to, but Sunday wasn't worth it. So we did it today. Fuck it, get over it. Next week we'll be back on Saturday as always, and then the basketball.
Next week?
Well, this week.
Right, I was like, wait a minute, that's a long time from now.
However you look at it. I think of the week ending as of Friday, and then we'll be on Saturday. Next basketball episode, I won't tell you, but we'll be on it. So listen and like and subscribe and share and hope for the best, because that's all I'm doing.
And download the podcast as well.
Ooh, slow thumbs for everybody.
All right.
Y'all be good to each other, or we gonna have to send somebody after y'all.
It's not a threat.
So we're gonna jump you.